guys, it's Jennifer. Welcome back to Busy Being Jen. I'm here today to talk about this mission I'm on to grow healthier, longer hair in a shorter amount of time. And I am throwing everything, including the kitchen sink, at this mission that I'm on. And so I want to tell you about some of the products that I'm using on my hair, as well as some supplements that I'm taking. And then in the future, I'm going to do another video that shows some pictures that I'm taking every month so that we can see if my hair is just growing the average ½ inch a month, or if I'm actually able to get it to grow faster than that. But if you are just kind of not interested in the first part of this, where I'm going to talk to you about like what happened, that my hair got thinner and even fell out at one point, I'm going to put a timestamp in here. You can just skip to that timestamp and get straight to the products that I'm using, and I'll explain all those. So for those of you who are sticking around for this part of it, some of you have probably heard this story from me before, but there were two significant times when I noticed that my hair was falling out. So the reason that I'm really wanting to get my hair, well, of course I want my hair to be healthy, but the reason I'm really wanting to grow it longer is because I really would like to embrace my naturally curly hair. I do have really curly hair. I'm going to show you a picture in just a second, but I really wanted to kind of embrace those curls, but when I let my hair go curly, it shrinks up about 4 inches. So if you think about how long my hair is now, it shrinks up like really short. And well, let me just go ahead and pop in a picture to show you. Yeah, look at those curls. I mean, I didn't do anything to my hair. I mean, I put some product in it, but I did not, I scrunched it a little bit. But you can say, having looked at that picture, you might say, well, your curls are beautiful. You know, people say that to me all the time. Your curls are great. You should just let it go. But on the front, I only showed you the back. From the front, my face just doesn't look good with short curls around it. My sister-in-law looks adorable with her little short curly hairstyle, but I don't. So I look better when when the curls are longer. And so in order to do that, I've got to grow this hair pretty long so that when the curls shrink about 4 inches, that's what my curls shrink up to. So shrink up to about here, then I'll have, you know, it'll look better on the shape of my face and the whole bit. I'm growing my bangs out too, because when I let them go right now, I just get this like fringe of curls right at my hairline. It's not attractive. So that's the whole reason I'm doing this. So anyway, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my journey and frustration with losing hair. But if you don't care about hearing that, I'm going to put a timestamp in for you right now. You can skip ahead to the products and supplements that I'm currently trying, and you can just go on to that. But for those of you who have stuck around for this part, I had 2 significant periods of time where I noticed that my hair was falling out, one worse than another. But in my 40s, I started to notice that my hair was thinning. And I thought it was just because I was in my 40s. And a lot of people's hair gets thinner as they get older. That is because of a chemical that our sebum produces called DHT that compromises the hair follicle and can even lead to balding in men and women. But it also leads to hair loss, and we get more of that DHT in our scalp as we get older. And so that's why hair thins. I'll tell you about a product that takes care of that in just a minute. So anyway, I just thought that the hair loss I had was just because I was getting older. I later found out that it was more than likely from a product line I was using. I was using WEN, W-E-N. I used that for 6 years. And during that time, I loved the product. I thought during that time is when I started to notice a lot of hair in the shower. So 6 years after starting to use it, I stopped, not because I mean, never in a million years did I think that product line was causing my hair loss. I stopped because I wanted to use an anti-hair loss shampoo and conditioner. And lo and behold, I start using the anti-hair loss stuff. And I was like, woohoo, look at this. My hair's not falling out anymore. This stuff really works great. And maybe it did work great, but really it was probably because I stopped using that other stuff. So the next significant point where I really noticed a ton of hair loss was just a few years ago. So from June of 2018 to June of 2019, I lost 40 pounds. And it's really common for people to lose hair when they lose a decent amount of weight. It was a good thing. I was trying to lose weight. I was happy about it. But my hair was so wispy, you could like see sunlight through it. It was really thin. And so I kept cutting it shorter to cut off the wispy part. I had no idea what was causing, why it fell out. Of course, part of it is just weight loss. But I did find out later that I had thrown off my thyroid. When you lose weight, you don't need to take as much thyroid medication. So I was still on the same amount. And then that causes a lot of hair to fall out. So then it took about a year for me to figure out what the problem was, then change my dose of thyroid medication, then change it again and get it adjusted, and then finally get the hair loss to stop. And then, it's been a few more years trying to get my hair to grow back. So let me tell you about a product, the first product that I tried that I used during the time when my thyroid was out of balance and I didn't know that the thyroid was the reason my hair was falling out. This is an important thing for you to know if you're experiencing either male or female pattern baldness, or if your hair's just thinning because you're getting older. There's a treatment system called Regrows, and I'm putting 2 links for you in the space below. One is to their website. It's not an affiliate link. I don't get a commission if you purchase it. The other is to a video I did about this product. And this treatment system, I won't go into detail about how to use it. You can watch the video for that. But there's some real science behind it. It has a 100% success rate in their clinical trials. And this stuff works. So I'm going to pop in a picture for you of what my part looked like at the beginning and then 6 months later. So you can see here that my part at the beginning was kind of wide, and then 6 months later, the part is much narrower because my hair started to grow back. And like I said, this was before I figured out the thyroid thing. So during that year when I still was not knowing why my hair was falling out, this stuff really helped. It's a 2-step system, and that video will explain that to you. I've been using it for, how long have I been using it for? Couple of years now, year and a half. And I'm still using it and I love it. And I'm hoping it's going to continue to help my hair get thicker. So, okay, now on to the hair care routine that I'm using. So the biggest thing, and some of you may just say, really, Jen? Like you didn't know that you're not supposed to use that on your hair? But the biggest change that I'm making to the products themselves is that I've decided not to use any products that have sulfates, parabens, or silicone. Also, I think it's phthalates. And if you find a sulfate-free, paraben-free product, it more than likely doesn't have all the other bad things that you're not supposed to use on your hair either. But basically the idea is that I'm just not using products with these chemicals that dry out the hair. When you use products that have sulfates in them, they dry out your hair. Silicone dries out your hair too. And your hairs, for some people, will just break off. Like you'll have a 2-inch section of hair that just breaks off. For a lot of people, though, what happens is the ends just sort of disintegrate. So have you ever noticed that your hair, maybe your whole life, your hair grows to a certain length and it just doesn't get any longer than that? Most of the time, the reason for that is that you're using products that are drying your hair, and then the ends just kind of disintegrate. They just go away. And for me, that length usually was always about right here. And I always wondered why I couldn't get my hair to grow, halfway down my back. And I think it was just because I was using products that dried out my hair. I also live in a very dry climate. And I wasn't regularly deep conditioning my hair either, which I'll talk about in a minute. So what I'm currently using, this one is by Bounce Curl. It is their gentle clarifying shampoo. A gentle clarifying shampoo is good to use because it helps to get rid of the buildup on your hair, especially if you live in an area with hard water or if you spend a lot of time in a swimming pool. So if you use a gentle clarifying shampoo, that's a good thing to do. And don't wash your hair every day or not even every other day necessarily. I mean, unless your hair gets really oily and you can't pull that off. But I've been washing my hair every third day. And so on a day when I need to take a shower, but I'm not washing my hair, I just throw it up into a shower cap. I also use this scalp massager. It's kind of rubbery thing. And I've got all these products linked for you in the space below. So when I shampoo my hair, I just take this and I just massage the shampoo into my scalp. It helps to get rid, it feels good. It helps to get your scalp clean, helps to get rid of buildup on your hair, but it also increases circulation on your scalp and blood flow. And then that helps your hair to grow faster. It helps. So next is conditioner. I've always used a conditioner, but I wasn't using conditioner that had, that was free of those harmful chemicals. So just look for a good conditioner that does not have sulfates or silicones or parabens or phthalates or any of those kind of things. The one I'm currently using is by Inner Sense, and this one is their Color Radiance Daily Conditioner. Now, some of you might say, oh, so you color your hair. Well, you're not supposed to do that if you want healthy hair. I know, but letting my hair go to its natural color is not an option for me. My hair is not completely gray. I do have a lot of gray in here. But my hair's just sort of a mousy color now. This is the color I grew up with. And so anyway, so I use, this is good for hair that's color treated. But I love this. This is a more expensive conditioner. This too, for the shampoo, more than like buying Pantene. Neither of these are ridiculously expensive, but you don't have to use a lot. So I found that I just need a little bit, and especially with the conditioner, because you know how you tend to use more conditioner than shampoo. I'll start with a little bit and put it in, and then if I feel like I need more to spread it around in my hair, then I will get a little bit more, but you just don't have to use a ton. And then what I do, instead of just smoothing the conditioner into my hair and, and combing it through or whatever, I do what is called squish to condish. And so what you do is you just take your hair and you just squish it as if you were trying to get curls. So if you have straight hair, this is not about trying to get you to have curly hair. This is literally about squishing the conditioner into your hair so that when you're in the shower and you're using warm water, not hot, but warm water in your hair, the cuticles of your hair open up, and then you want to take some time to get that conditioner to go into your hair so that it absorbs it. And once a week, instead of using my regular conditioner, I deep condition my hair. And so you can use something that's called a deep conditioner or a hair mask. This one is by Hairfinity, and it is called their Strengthening Amino Mask. Again, I have this listed in the space below. And so I take this and put it on my hair on the 1 day a week when I'm deep conditioning. I put this on my hair. I squish it in. Got to do my squish to condish and squish it all in there. Then I put my hair up on my head and I put a flimsy shower cap over the top of it. And then over the top of that, I put a thermal cap on. Now, you can just have, they have little cheapy ones you can get. This one I have linked in the space below with the coupon code. This one has little pockets with flaxseed in it, and you stick it in the microwave. And you microwave it, and then you turn it inside out, and you microwave it again, and then you turn it right side out again, and you microwave it again, and then you put that over the top of that flimsy shower cap. And the flimsy cap is what's keeping your conditioner from getting all over this, because you can't throw this in the washing machine. And then I get out of the shower and I leave this on for 45 minutes. All right. Then once a month, I'm actually mixing some rice water with it. If you're interested in learning about what the whole rice water thing is, I will do a video on that if you'd like. So just comment in the space below to let me know. Okay, so once a week I do the deep conditioning thing, which I have noticed a huge difference with. My hair is so much less frizzy. Even when I got the rest of my hair to be smooth on the sides, I would just notice these pieces that were just sort of fly away and just didn't look good. And since I've been deep conditioning my hair once a week, it has made a giant difference in how my hair looks. Okay, so then I rinse the deep conditioner out of my hair, and before I get out of the shower, when my hair is still wet, I don't wring it out. When my hair has still quite a lot of water in it, I put in a lightweight leave-in conditioner. Man, I love using a leave-in conditioner. So because my hair is not very porous, I can't use a lot of this. I actually start with a small amount, rub it into my hands, run it through my hair and kind of, sort of lightly rake it through my hair. And then I squish it in, just like the whole squish to condish thing. I squish it into my hair. Okay, the next thing that I have started to use is a microfiber towel. Regular towels if you're prone to frizz, then regular towels are really not good for you. And so you also don't want to do this and rough up your hair. It's not necessarily good for your hair, but it's also going to cause frizz. So I lightly wrap this around my head. I just kind of put my hair up like this, flip over, wrap the towel around my head. I don't make a really tight turban. I just kind of gently twist it on. And this towel has a little band so that once you've lightly twisted this around your head, you can tuck it in there and then it keeps it on your head. You can also use it to squish, kind of softly squeeze some of the water out of your hair. So then once I'm out of the shower, then this is a product I'm not going to keep using. I got it in a FabFitFun box, but this is for my scalp. It's by Geo, and it's called Scalp Revival. It has tea tree and charcoal in it, and what you do is you take a little bit of this. It's a dropper. It's got a dropper in here, and you take a little bit of it and you put little dabs on your scalp. So I'll put a dab here and here. Then I part my hair here and here, here and here. And I kind of do that and rub it in. It's not greasy. And it is really good if you have a dry, flaky scalp. My scalp sometimes feels dry. It never is flaky, which is the reason I'm thinking I may not continue to use this after this is gone. But, I'm throwing everything at this healthy hair thing. So I figured I would try it. And once this is gone and I stop using it, if I notice that my scalp feels uncomfortable, then I may just go back to using this. But yeah, if you have problems with a dry scalp or you notice that your scalp is flaky, this is supposed to take care of that. So eventually I'm planning to embrace the curls and let my hair just, go curly. But for now, I am straightening my hair with a round brush and a blow dryer. I'm not using super high heat. I'm not sizzling my hair. I'm not using a flat iron because I know all of that stuff is damaging to the hair. And if you are using, if you're really using some heat on your hair, then you need to use some kind of heat protectant. But I just go ahead and I go through and dry my hair. And then occasionally, maybe once a week, I will use a fat curling iron, not to get it to curl because I just straightened it, but usually I use it just to kind of get rid of any, if my hair happens to look a little frizzy, I just kind of run it down and then just, curl the end just a little bit. But I've been having to use that less often because I'm moisturizing my hair so well and it just hasn't been needing it. Okay. So then after my hair is dry, I take a couple of drops of this pumpkin oil. It's pumpkin seed oil. I just put a couple of drops on my fingers, like literally 2, maybe 3 drops. I rub it into my hands really good. And then I just kind of start piecing it through my hair and rubbing it over my hair. And that gives it a nice shine and lays down any flyaways. And from what I understand, pumpkin seed oil is supposed to be good for your hair. So I'm trying to do that. Okay, so then the other thing I want to mention before I get to supplements, there's 2 other things actually. I have this other scalp massager Because I'm only washing my hair once every 3 days, then I'm only using this scalp massager once every 3 days. But I have this other scalp massager that I've been using every day, twice a day, and I just kind of run it through. And it is just it feels good for one thing, but it is really good for just stimulating your scalp and increasing blood flow. Okay, and then the other thing before we get to supplements, and this is to control frizz, and that is that I have been using a satin pillowcase on my pillow, and so that keeps you from having friction. So you can use a silk pillowcase, but you don't have to spend the money on a silk pillowcase. You can just use a satin one. This is 100% polyester. You want to make sure whatever it's made of, it's not blended with cotton because that will add friction. And so I sleep on this, and it's actually really comfy to sleep on. So now let's talk about supplements. So if you're thinking about having healthy hair and you have a goal of wanting your hair to be longer, of course we have to think about what we're putting into our body. So if you're using all kinds of great expensive products, and I must mention that just because a product is expensive doesn't mean it's better. All that to say, you can use all these products on your hair, but if you're just eating crap, then your hair's not going to be healthy. So first and foremost, I have been thinking about making sure that I'm getting the number of fruits and vegetables into my diet every day that I need. One of the things that I often do is make a smoothie that has 3 servings of fruit and 2 handfuls of either kale or spinach in it. And if you are interested in knowing what the exact recipe is for that, look in the description box below because I will have it listed for you there. And so that gives you 2 vegetables and 3 fruits just to start your day. And then you can get the rest of your fruits and vegetables in your meals. The other thing, though, that I have been doing is taking a fruit and vegetable supplement. Since I lost weight, and because I am 58 years old, I have realized that in order to maintain this 40-pound weight loss, I can't eat 3 meals a day. If I eat 3 meals a day, I gain weight much. So I've been taking Balance of Nature. This is not a commercial for Balance of Nature. I actually used to take a similar product by Texas Superfood. So with this, I take 3 capsules of the fruits and 3 capsules of the vegetables. And it says that I'm getting up to 10, or not up to, I think it says I'm getting 10 servings of fruits and vegetables by doing this, the nutrients from that. And so I figure I'm going to add that to the already healthy diet that I'm trying to eat, and that will help my hair to be healthier as well. I have a coupon code for this in the space below where you can get 40% off your first order. And like I said, it's not an affiliate link. I don't get anything if you buy it. All right. The other thing that I have been doing is taking hair vitamins. There are 2 kinds that I've heard of that are supposed to be really good. One is by Bounce Curl, the same company that makes this shampoo. The ones that I have been using are by Hair 369. This has vitamin A, vitamin B. It has, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see. It has 5,000 micrograms of biotin. If you don't want to pay for a more expensive hair vitamin, you could just purchase biotin, 5,000 mcgs of that. But this has a lot more stuff in it that is supposed to help grow your hair faster. I have a coupon code for you for this as well. And if you buy the one that they sell together with 3 bottles, they include some little hair ties and one of these. Some people say that you don't need hair vitamins, and I don't know, but like I said, I'm trying everything that I can try right now to get my hair to grow faster, and it seems to be growing faster. Like I didn't take a picture at the beginning. I wish I had 2 months ago, but a month after starting, I took pictures, and then tomorrow I'm taking another picture. So that will be at the 2-month point. And so a few months from now, we'll see, did my hair just grow a half an inch a month, or did it actually grow more than that? And I'm hoping that this will contribute to that. The last thing I'm using, and this one really, I don't know if it's helping or not because the jury is out on this with research, but I am consuming collagen in a powder form that you mix in with liquid. I just mix it in with water. You can mix it into juice or even coffee. This is by Dose and Company, and it is pure collagen, unflavored collagen peptides. So here's the thing. When I've done some research on this, I first got one of these from a FabFitFun box, and so I used that up, and then I bought another can, you know, for this journey of growing my hair, and then did research. And some people say it helps it helps with joint pain, it helps your nails to be stronger, it helps skin, it helps your hair. I asked my dermatologist, she said it doesn't work. And so then I did some research, and apparently because when it goes through your digestive system, it breaks down into amino acids and peptides, and it's just not specific for what it helps. So it's not certainly not going to hurt, but it may just do only a little bit. And maybe different people's bodies absorb it differently. And so that's why they notice that their skin is different, or that their hair is longer, or that their nails are stronger. But a lot of research says that it just, once it gets broken down in your digestive tract, that it just doesn't specifically, like it won't specifically help your hair to grow longer. It's kind of doing a little bit everywhere, you know. So I don't know. There's more. So anyway, that's it, you guys. I will be back in a few months to kind of tell you my progress and just let you know if this is working. But please leave a comment. I'd love to hear about what you have done to take care of your hair and what kind of products you use that you love. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again on Busy Being Jen.